my voice, I sound like a turkey right now. Hey guys, so today I wanted to make a little bit of a different video than what I normally upload. So today's video I'm going to be answering a lot of questions that I've been receiving lately. So basically, a few weeks ago, I was diagnosed with papillary thyroid cancer. Basically, what that means is that there are cancer cells that are found in your thyroid gland, which is on your neck right here. And your thyroid gland is responsible for controlling your metabolic rate and a bunch of stuff like that. So it's very important that it's working properly and that you have the hormones that it produces. Also, a lot of stuff that your thyroid gland produces is really important for functions for your brain, and so it's a very crucial part of your body. So I'm going to be answering questions that a lot of people have been asking me. So this video can also be used as a reference for if you're going through something like this or if you have gone through something like this. Keep in mind that everybody has a different experience, so it might not be the same as somebody else's. Also, I'm no doctor, so I don't know every little detail about what happened with my surgery and all that stuff, but I'm just trying my best to share my story with you guys. So a lot of people just asked what happened, and so basically I was actually at a consultation with another doctor because I was supposed to get my nose fixed because I have a deviated septum, and while we were there they noticed that my thyroid gland was enlarged and that we should probably get it checked out. Fast forward a few weeks, about a month, about 4 weeks, and we finally get the ultrasound in, and then I get the ultrasound and it came back as inconclusive. And so basically what that means is that they couldn't see anything on the ultrasound. So that meant I had to go back in the next day and do a biopsy. So if you don't know what a biopsy is, basically they take substances from a body part and they check it under microscopes to see that if there's any cancer cells or anything that may not be good for your body. So we did the biopsy and they took a bunch of samples out of my thyroid gland. And a few days later, we had gotten a call from the doctor, and they had said that there was cancer on the left side of my thyroid gland, and then there were atypical cells in the right side of my thyroid gland, which, if it's atypical, there's a very small percentage that it could have been cancer, but we don't know for sure. And then they for sure knew that there were cancer cells in my left thyroid gland. So going on from there, we had to do CAT scans to make sure that it hadn't spread to any of my lymph nodes. So the CAT scan came back as negative, positive, I don't really know how to say. Basically it came back clean, that's a good word, clean. So basically the CAT scan came back as clean and there was nothing wrong with any of my lymph nodes. So we go back to the doctor and we schedule a surgery for about 2 weeks. So this was like the very beginning of July. It was probably like July 1st when we were scheduling, and they had scheduled my date for July 10th to have the surgery. So with the surgery, they could have either taken out half of my thyroid gland or they could have taken out the full thyroid gland. For safety precautions, we decided to take the whole thing out just in case, because for right now, we don't know if there's any cancer in the right thyroid gland, but we just wanted to make sure. Fast forward to July 10th. Now, if you've never had surgery, like a major surgery before where you've been under anesthesia, you can't eat from midnight to the day of, or to the time of your surgery that same day. My surgery was at 2 p.m. So, from midnight, I couldn't eat anything, couldn't drink anything either. Couldn't eat anything or drink anything all the way up to 2 p.m. So actually, we got there around noon, and they put me into like the prep room. So I had to put a gown on. They had to do IVs. There's still a bunch of like little pricks in my arm from when they had to do IVs. And so I was in the waiting room, not the waiting room. I was in the prep room for about two hours. They said my surgery time was supposed to be at 2:30, not 2 o'clock, 2:30. And we waited forever, and I didn't even get back into the operating room until probably like 4:30. And so basically at this point, I'm waiting for about 2 hours, and I'm hungry, I'm tired, I'm anxious. And then finally, my surgeon finally comes in, and he's like, okay, like, we're good to go. A few nurses, they take me back to the operating room. They put the anesthesia in me, and I'm like, I'm out. I remember waking up. Now, I had surgery like 2 to 3 years ago, and I've been under anesthesia before, and I kind of predicted what would happen. I cry a lot when I'm under anesthesia. Everybody has different reactions. Some people get really nauseous. Some people are like fine and they're happy and stuff. Some people cry. Some people just sleep. So I woke up, started crying, fell back asleep. Woke up again. They gave me some ice to like eat. And after that, they had me wait in like the observation room or whatever it's called for about 30 to 40 minutes before they could take me up to my room where I was going to be staying the night. Basically, with the thyroid gland, it was very sore. My whole neck was really sore. I was very, very tired. I was hungry. And so I ate a lot of ice chips. If you know, like those, like the ice from Cane's, it was like that type of ice. I was actually really surprised I was able to eat graham crackers after this. I thought I was going to have to go on like a liquid diet. I think some doctors recommend it. I just think it depends on the circumstances, on your body type. They kept saying that since I was very petite, that it was going to be very easy to take the thyroid gland out, and they said that the recovery process was going to be pretty quick. And so after that, they just had me go into my hospital room. I ate. They checked my vitals, so they just checked my blood pressure, my heart rate. They asked me for how my pain was, and when I got out, it was my pain. My whole neck was like pretty sore, and then I was just really tired. I kind of just wanted to go to sleep. Now, if you've never stayed the night in a hospital where you're the patient, they come in a lot. Like, you don't just go to sleep and you're done for the night. Nurses will come in, and like every hour or so, they check your vitals, they'll draw blood, just to make sure that you're doing okay, basically. So I slept maybe like 3 hours that entire night. Woke up around 8. I was able to eat everything as normal. When I woke up, swallowing didn't hurt as much as I thought it would. It just felt really weird just because everything was very swollen. My voice sounded even worse than this. I was having trouble like breathing at some point. My chest was in pain, my back hurt, just everything in this general area was in pain. And then I went home that next morning and fell asleep. Basically I wasn't allowed to do anything for a week. They just wanted me to stay in bed, stay out of the sun, don't get your wound wet. And then they're like, okay, and then the week after that, just no heavy lifting. And then the next week after, you should be fine to do basic activities that you were doing before. And so it has been 9 days since my surgery, and so my voice still sounds like this, but it actually has gotten a lot better. I can swallow fine, I can breathe fine. The only time I really feel any pain whatsoever is if I'm coughing or sneezing and stuff like that. I'll probably insert pictures of what my scar looked like before and now what it looks like. So this is what it looks like now. It's really not like a big scar at all. They said it was like 4 centimeters. I thought it was going to be a lot bigger. I thought it was going to look like someone like slashed my neck or something. And so basically, if you don't know, without your thyroid gland, you don't have anything to produce your thyroid hormones. So basically every day in the morning I have to take Thyroid, which is just a teeny tiny pill. I have to take that with water. Can't eat or drink anything for 30 minutes after that. And basically I just have to do that every day for the rest of my life. That's really all there was to this story. I hope that this answered some questions that you may have, or gave you some information if you're going through something like this or you're about to have your thyroid gland removed. Like I said, I don't know all the details about what happened, but I hope I was able to help someone out. That's it for this week's video. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and if you have any questions or any comments, just comment down below, and I'll see you later.